Okay, hello Miha, this is our conference. Thank you for participating. We are very sorry that you are not here, but actually you are here, so this is it's visually it's kind of okay. So I will discuss. We will have a sort of discussion. I have asked and we have discussed with your colleagues what is your expertise. Tell us please something about the charging stations, something about the standardization that you have been working in Slovenia and EU, and please tell us something more about it.
Hello everybody. First, thank you for the invitation and this opportunity to present our company and our efforts on electromobility sector. I'm sure that my colleagues have presented also the Slovenian Electric Vehicle Association. Hello, everybody.
Yes, you can hear. Don't worry, just go on. Thanks.
So it's very nice that you have organized this event in Macedonia. I think that we should all be in line with these electromobility issues and technology, and because this is definitely the future of transportation and also power sector. So as in short words, I would like to present maybe first our company. As it was already said, we are producers of electric vehicle charging equipment, but we are also kind of a research organization. We are involved in several European research and development projects, and we are quite active also on interoperability issues. So how to standardize the communication between charging infrastructure and the operators. Maybe to say something about what's going on regarding charging infrastructure in Slovenia. So we, at the moment, have around 100 operating charging stations. They are more or less with 2 sockets, and we started to implement the standard 61851, which is also European standard for the communication between the charging infrastructure and the electric vehicle. So also the charging station that was brought to Skopje has 2 sockets. One socket is many key socket with 7-pin wiring, which
before implementing the vehicles in the network should be done a detailed analysis of the condition of the networks. And for the efficient, for the bigger efficiency in the demand control, there is need for smart meters with intelligent communication solution that allow operation in real time.
110 volt voltage and just one place, usually one place network. And Europe is different. Europe has quite strong network, and prepaids are more or less accessible everywhere. So this development of DC charging started in Japan with Chademo standard. I mean, we're familiar with it. And also the first generations so usually the cars are equipped with both, with one phase and with AC and DC charging. As you can see also on the Nissan Leaf car, which was brought to Skopje as well. But the new generation of European cars strategy, especially for instance with Renault, the charging goes more towards just AC charging, and we expect that in future this will prevail. And because we think that with AC charging we can gain much more ecological type of charging. So this is a little bit about the part of the car. But on the charging infrastructure, we have a variety of products nowadays, which are for it's a kind of street furniture, and also for domestic charging. For domestic charging in our company, we have developed a wall box, which is able to manage the charging with special algorithms to distribute the power between more vehicles and to adjust the charging to the actual home use, so that you don't exceed the views that you have installed in home. These chargers and also the public chargers are usually connected to control centers, and these control centers are used for operators or grid operators to manage this infrastructure. As said, in Slovenia we have at the moment 4 different control centers managed by 4 different operators, and we are in the middle of the project where we are trying to implement also roaming functionalities. So the advantage of roaming functionalities would be that you could just with one identification RFID card use the complete infrastructure, regardless with whom you have actual contract. So you can just have contract with Petrol, for instance, which is one of service providers in Slovenia, but you can charge also on charging stations of electric car. This is a huge, this would be a huge advantage, and I think that also Simon Tretnik, who is user of this Slovenian infrastructure, can confirm that nowadays this is a problem, but in future we should go through this, we should avoid these obstacles in convenient charging. So, as you can imagine, there are a lot of software which should be developed for the complete operation, and well, we are very happy that we are involved in this kind of project. So maybe that I would not be too long.
No.
If you have some questions,
I have several questions, but you also can join the discussion. Are you still developing now something? Are you in research projects? What are you doing right now? And the second question would be, how should we think for Macedonia? Because we can, for example, bridge the gap between what you have done there. We have several years experience and so on. how should we think? Because the first thing to my mind is the corridor southeast, north-south, southeast, and the second is the urban centers. But this is really overall. So how should we think in this respect? And of course about the research projects.
We are involved at the moment in 4 FP7 projects. If you are familiar with this, I don't know how it's in Macedonia. Is it possible that you are also a member of the group which could be involved in such projects?
Yes.
Yeah.
So because these are EU 27 countries and Croatia and some other countries, for instance, also Russia,
Yeah.
Turkey, I don't know.
We have here members of the academia, professors, and so also they are also in these projects, and yes, they are working on projects.
Yes, because these projects are quite convenient to let's say, to develop or to research. The most convenient approach and also the strategy for implementation of electromobility in certain sectors, because there are specifics on certain regions. And very important are pilot projects, of course, with initial infrastructure, and we need, let's say, a proper approach, because you start with certain technology, then you also proceed with it, and it's most price performance if the start is in the right direction. So these European projects are made from consortiums. In these consortiums are several companies and organizations, and in the European Union they organize specific goals, for instance, green car initiatives and so on, which is open every year. And these consortiums attend to certain topics inside of the electromobility domain. And we actually also succeeded with this, and in one project which is called Smart V2G, we are developing, we have developed already a smart charging station with certain advanced functionalities. On another project, which is called, you can see at the back, ICT for EV.
Okay.
This is a project which put services on the present infrastructures, for instance, roaming and the charging station reservation. And these ideas are now under testing process in Slovenia between distribution companies in Ljubljana and Maribor, and also in Spain and in England, in UK. So we are trying to optimize and to share know-how between different countries also. So in one project which is called Civitas, this is a complete package of projects, and one project inside of Civitas is called ELAN, and in this ELAN we have prepared the electromobility plan for the municipality of Ljubljana. So how they should start, and our city actually adopted some regulation a few months ago, and the city council confirmed this. So we were quite happy that from now on the electric vehicle drivers will have some advantages concerning the conventional vehicles. For instance, the yellow line, which is allowed just for the buses and taxis, will be also allowed for electric vehicles. A certain number of parking spots in public standardization on the level of interoperability between different software solutions for the management of electric vehicle infrastructure. So this was the last project we were.
Okay. We have another question, Miha.
Hello, basically the question is, because I'm a programmer and I was wondering what kind of software do you develop for the electric vehicle network and for the other part of the network and everything? So what needs to be done in that part?
Well, on the level of the equipment, for instance, we develop also electronics, so there are some embedded solutions we are using at the moment on the level of charging station to Windows CE, and we communicate with the control center through web services, but we are evolving also. We are trying to switch on Linux solutions on the level of charging stations, so we use Raspberry Pi and so on. But on the higher levels, there could be cloud solutions, there are mobile applications on different kind of mobile appliances, so you can use almost everything, and it's not a matter of what kind of software are you using, it's more or less what kind of standard is behind.
Okay, Miha, we are in contact, all the interested parties over here and so on. We can communicate, we can contact and so on. But we will be very glad to see you one day here in Macedonia. We will organize something, maybe this year, maybe next year, but it will be a great honor for our organization and everybody here to see you over here. So we can do something else, something different. But okay, this is just an idea and so on.